Thank you so much for watching. Hello. Oh, I see people are joining. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Terry Alford, and I am here with the Amaka. Aba-
Hey, hey guys.
Hi. So we are here on tonight because we want to share some things with you. And I am so excited that on October the 28th,
Yes.
we are having the Business Women Building Wealth Luncheon in Hurst, Texas. And so it is with my great delight and my honor that I showcase the amazing speakers that are going to be at the event on the 28th. And Amaka is one of the amazing speakers. Now, before I start asking you questions, I
Yes.
gotta tell the people. So let me tell you something. The reason we like, hey, we're family is because when you think about people who knew you during the toughest times of your life, those people become your family.
Mhm.
And I met Amaka during the pandemic, like right before the pandemic. We got a chance to spend a little time together. And then in March of 2020, it was on and popping.
Yes.
And we stayed connected.
Yes.
So she is like family to me. And here is the thing. I want you all to know the amazing people that I know because together everybody achieves more. If this is your first time watching me live, my name is Terry Alford. I specialize in helping business women build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million dollar legacies.
Yes.
And on today, Amaka is going to speak to us about how we can build wealth with real estate. So, Amaka, before we go into real estate, tell us a little bit about you. Like, who are you? Who is this beautiful, gorgeous, tall woman with this beautiful smile that lights up a room? You look like a superstar on social media, by the way. I was like, she just left me. So we want to know, who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am first and foremost Amaka Uzamaka. That's my full version of my name. It is Nigerian. I am a businesswoman and an entrepreneur. I've been into business, serial entrepreneurship since I was a little girl. And anything about the coins, empowering, elevating, leading, I am all for it. And real estate was another avenue. I have a husband and two lovely children, and most definitely I want to set an example and also lay a foundation of wealth and legacy and tools that they can use that can continue on generationally. So of course, when it comes to talking about or getting the opportunity to talk about creating wealth, I am all down for it. Thank you for inviting me, Terry. That is very honorable, and I am honored to be on your platform.
Yes, I'm excited. Stop smiling. And she's actually live on her Instagram. Make sure you follow her. She'll tell you how to follow.
Let me follow
But
this
people
girl.
are like, yes, oh girl, we proud of you. Like she's a superstar. Yeah, I know she's a superstar. That's why we're going live tonight. That's why I got the smile on my face. But
I love you. Love you.
I tried to tell you, I was like, are you sure you want to do this with me person? Because listen, I'm gonna give you all the goods. I'm gonna give you all the energy. This is how I am in person, by the way. If you've not met me before, come on to the luncheon on the 28th. Come meet us in person.
There is never a dull moment with you. Like there is never a dull moment. Like I love our synergy. I love it. I love it. And I respect you. You are doing a a dang thing. Can I curse?
Well, you know, you speak. I don't curse. I can tell you what to say. You a grown woman.
You doing a damn thing. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Like she helped me set up my baby, so of course, you know.
Yes. No, thank you.
You set up.
Yes. And here's the thing: people who believe in me and support me, I always want to make sure that I go above and beyond to support them. So if this is your first time hearing of me or even hearing of Amaka, I'm going to tell you, I want you to go follow her go like her social media, and I want you to support her in her business, because this is how we build wealth together. We support each other. This is what it looks like when we support each other. So speaking of supporting each other in your business, you are a Dallas Fort Worth realtor.
Yes.
That is a very popular title.
Yes.
So tell us, how did you get into real estate?
Wow. So actually, I've been into real estate for over 9 years, or going to 9 years. And my first introduction of real estate was actually when my parents were building their house. I was about maybe 12 or 13 years old, and I was very much heavily involved in the process. I knew certain things about floor plans and all that. And I was like, oh, but officially for me, getting into real estate was about, let's say, 2015.
Okay.
2015. And I did Airbnb when we had moved from Houston to Dallas. Let me just tell you, that first Airbnb check of $5,000, about $5,000 after expenses, I was like, oh, there's really money in real estate.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is nice. Let's keep going. So I did it for I continued to do it, and I still do it. I've done it for, like I said, about 9 years now, and I eventually had the opportunity to become a realtor. So then I became a realtor, and I also have a mortgage background. So that helps me help my clients there, because I have that mortgage background, so I can strategize with my clients how to get a home. So
yes, that's beautiful. Yeah. So 2015, here's what's ironic. I didn't know you started in 2015 with real estate. I actually got my insurance license in 2015. And so I've been licensed since then. I didn't go full time in my business until 2019. But that's interesting that we have that in common. Wow. So you mentioned that you help your clients because you have a background as a loan officer. So since you do have that background, what would you say to someone who's looking to buy a home right now in this market?
If you're looking to buy a home, you need to be prepared, or preparing like yesterday. A lot of people are not able to capitalize on opportunities because they're not ready. Right. And that comes with, of course, being educated on how to make sure all your ducks in a row. Make sure you have your income, or make sure you know how much income to, come to the table with. Make sure you're mindful of your debt to income ratio. Make sure you are aware of what you are approved of, or even speaking with a loan officer, quite frankly, speaking with a loan officer, and not taking the rejection as a point of failure, but rather as a point of becoming aware as to what you need to fix, right? So that you can execute, in maybe the next couple of months or so forth, right? So it honestly, just making sure you're aware of certain things.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, friend, I want to make sure that they see your beautiful face, so I'm going to do this right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are y'all seeing me? Can y'all see me on my line?
They can see me. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Because I look like I'm tall, like Amaka right here. But when you come up to 28, you're going to see a big difference. Anyway,
it's your words. This woman, excuse me, small but mighty. That's what we say. Oh my gosh, my credentials a little poor. But anyway, she is small but mighty.
Oh, thank you.
You are mighty.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I've been compared to a dynamite.
Yes. You bring down a house. You bring down a house with your energy. You bring it down.
Thank you for that. So I have another question.
Yes.
You told us about some of the things we need to know in regards to how we can buy a home, but what if we want to use real estate to build wealth? What are some tips that you can give to us?
Absolutely. There are so many different avenues within real estate, just like within healthcare or within any other industry. There's so many avenues. You can go the fix and flip route. You can go the buy and hold route. You can go commercial, or even just purchasing your own home, right? And just waiting for the equity to build by way of time. Or there's land. there's so many different avenues. So it's all in what you are interested in doing, what your goal is, because there's so many different goals. Some people just want to make cash. Some people want to build their portfolios. Some people want to just live for free. And if you want to just live, kind of essentially live for free, it's pretty much going the multifamily route where you can use an FHA loan, right? And buy maybe a duplex or a fourplex. You can only go up to, I believe, 4 units, fourplex, and live in one part of the property while you rent out the others. And honestly, you can get into that game sooner. The earlier, the better for you, because time becomes your friend.
Okay, so in your opinion, is this a good time to do it right now with the interest rates being high? Like, is it a good time to start now, or should we wait?
Quite frankly, that's a relative answer.
Okay.
Because there's never, the perfect time is when it makes sense to you. Sometimes people are afraid of interest rates, right? Because they're afraid of the interest, but at the same time, you can deduct that interest from your taxes. So if you're looking for tax deductions, that might be great for you. Of course, talk to us, a certified, accountant, right? That can now tell you how much real estate that you can afford or you should go out and buy, and like how those numbers look like for you. So quite frankly, the best answer is buy real estate when you're comfortable, but the right time is relative to you. Of course, interest rates are higher now, so that makes a difference in your payment, and it actually does take a lot of people out the market. However, once again, the sooner you get into real estate, the better it is for you, because you can ride that wave of the appreciation. And in some markets, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, the economy holds strong. So even during the crash of 2008, Dallas wasn't as affected as in other cities.
Wow. I remember what I was doing in 2008.
Girl, we weren't in the 3rd grade, but I'm sure you've seen that meme where it's like,
you were in the 3rd grade?
No, I said we weren't in the 3rd grade, but I'm sure you've seen that meme where that was instead of us buying real estate in the womb or something like that.
Yes, I haven't seen it.
We were like, there's these memes pretty much saying that the point of the meme is that while there was the greatest opportunity to buy real estate when it was cheaper, we were too young. But they're like, instead of us buying real estate, we were like in 3rd grade learning how to write.
Got it. Yeah, I haven't seen that meme, but I know in 2008 I was graduating. So I remember like 2008, the year we graduated, like it rhymed, like we thought we could drop bars.
Yes. We thought we were doing something. Did you graduate in 08 too? No, I graduated high school. I can't remember where I was in 2008. I think I was in college. And I graduated high school in 06.
Oh, okay.
So the point is, like, we were not old enough to make those decisions.
No.
So, and unfortunately, some of our parents did not know of all these opportunities. But now that we know this, and we can now share with other people. So as soon as you guys see opportunity, seize it.
Let's speak about that. So you said there are things that we know about that our parents may or may not know about today, and they didn't know then.
Yes.
And I really find that to be a very profound topic, because when people hear generational wealth, we think about our children and our children's children, which, yes, we should focus on our children and our children's children. However, generational wealth is also about making sure that the generations behind us and before us are taken care of.
Absolutely.
So if you are watching this live and you have a parent who is getting ready to retire, I'm just going to put this little nugget here. And they're getting ready to retire, and they may make, let's say, over $92,000 in retirement income, and they have not received a letter yet from the government. They will receive a letter from the government about something called IRMA. If your parent gets that letter, I want you to reach out to me so I can show you ways that we can offset the cost that's associated with them making that much money in retirement. So here's the thing. When we plan for retirement, whether it's retirement from our job or retirement so that we can go full time in our business,
Mhm.
we have to backwards plan. I was speaking to a group of ladies today in Forney, and hi, Forney ladies. Hi, ladies who are a part of the Business Women Building Wealth Group. Hello. Hello to my followers.
Hey.
Hello to Amaka's followers.
Hey, guys.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. As a former educator and former principal, it was always imperative for us to backwards plan. We planned with the end in mind. As business owners, for some reason, when we step out and to have our own business, we don't always plan with the end in mind. When we're looking at our finances, we're not planning with the end in mind. We're planning from day to day. We're planning from year to year. We're planning from month to month. We're planning from sale to sale. And we should be backwards planning. So I have a question for you, Amaka. What are some things that we can do if we're looking to either get into real estate investing or buy a home for the first time as a self-employed business owner, or as let's just say, we'll just say self-employed business owner or a new home buyer? What are some things that we can work on now so that we can reach that end goal? Because it's not like you just wake up one day and say, I want to buy a house. I'm about to buy a house. Like, if you're in that position, you've already done the work that needs to be done. But how can we backwards plan so that we do not have to get ready? We're already ready. And we know the date and the time in which we will be ready to go into either our next home, our duplex, our Airbnb, or our first home.
Yes. All right. So pull out a pen and a pad. This is what I need everyone to know. It doesn't hurt to talk to a realtor or a loan officer. These two people can help guide you in understanding what you need to get ready. As far as you need to understand, like, what is your goal in real estate? Do you want to buy your first home? Do you want to buy a home in general? Do you want to invest? Do you want to build up a portfolio? That now dictates what loans you qualify for, and depending on what loan you qualify for, it tells you what requirements you need. For example, if it's your first home, you are able to use certain loan products such as FHA loans, conventional loans, VA loans, USDA loans, so forth. If you are trying to buy an investment property, then you would need an FHA loan, or you would need an investment. There's different types of investment loan, one being a hard money loan or a DCSR loan. If you are looking to do Airbnb, you can also qualify for a certain type of loan program. So a loan officer can specify specifically what type of loan product you need, depending on what your goal and your intentions are for that particular property. I want to also put this out there because a lot of people believe that you have to put, at least for your home that you're going into as a primary residence, you don't need to put down 20%. You don't need to wait till you have 20% down. You can actually put down as little as 3%. A lot of people think it's 3.5%. It can be 3% if you're using a conventional loan, or it can be as low as 3.5% if you're using an FHA loan. And if you are a veteran or a spouse of a veteran and so forth, or if you're in a rural district, you can use loans such as USDA loans or VA loans that only require 0% down. So there's so many products out there, and in the real estate world, we call different type of loans products.
Nice. This is important too, because as I meet with women, I meet with some men too. I meet with y'all too. But as I meet with business women and I ask about the financial goals, sometimes people say, well, I want a new home, or I want to repair my home, or I want to buy a home. Right. And the thing is, I bought my home on my self-employed income. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story, but I'm not going to tell you all of it because you have to come to the luncheon to hear the whole story. But what I will say is, I bought my home on my self-employed income, and I bought it during the pandemic. And in order for me to be able to get the home I wanted, I needed to build it. And I had to backwards plan for it because I knew I wanted to close the next year and I wanted to use my income from this year to
Mhm.
be able to count towards how much I would be approved for in the following year. So I worked extremely hard in 2020
Mhm.
so that I can close on my home in the first part of 2021.
Mhm.
So backwards planning again is important.
Absolutely.
It is imperative.
Absolutely.
And you need to be surrounded by women like Amaka and I,
Yes.
so that we can give you tips,
Mhm.
tools, and jewels to help you reach
Mhm.
your goals. I am meeting
Mhm.
with women all across the country.
Right.
And if you know that you are not making enough money to reach your goal, then you also need to reach out and say, okay, Terry, can you help me make more money in my business?
Mhm.
By the way, I'm going to put this shameless plug here. I'm doing 90 days of unlimited coaching. If you're interested in learning more, just put interested in the comment section of this video. I may be a great fit for you. If I'm not a great fit for you, I'll refer you to someone who is. Now, before we wrap up,
I wanted to add to what
Go
you were
ahead.
saying. Uh, in addition to understanding the loan products, right? When a loan officer, and allow the loan officer to do a soft pull, and in some cases they're only able to do a hard pull, but it's all right. Don't be afraid of the hard pulls, especially when we're talking about pulling your credit, because now the loan officer can pull your financial profile and tell you what your debt to income ratio is. And the debt to income ratio is what you'll sometimes hear as DTI, which tells you what, like, based upon the money your gross income monthly, your what your debts are against it, right? And that tells you how much more room you have to qualify for it. So you're gonna want to be mindful if your debt to income ratio is high, or even if you just know your debt to income, right? You want to be mindful as to how much debt you're accruing. Right. And then if you're self-employed, you want to also be very careful as how much deductions you're taking in the year previously.
Yes, speak on that, please.
Yes,
speak on that, please.
You want to be
That's
very
the backwards
careful.
planning I'm
Yes,
talking about.
You want to be very, like, you literally have to be strategic. And a lot of times people are like, what is the value of a realtor? And the value of a realtor, especially someone who's very knowledgeable, is helping you strategize. Like, we're essentially consultants. We don't just come and show you the house and collect a check. Absolutely not. And that's the one thing a lot of people do believe. They think that it's all glitz and glam. They don't understand the business is a hustle. It's hard.
So it's not as cute as everybody make it seem with the.
It can be cute, but it's not. But like the reality of it, it can be very challenging. It can be very challenging. However, it's very rewarding because you get to walk this journey with other people, especially for people who believe that this is going to be their biggest purchase. You want to, if you have a good realtor, they have your best interest at heart. They want to see you win. They want, and a realtor that goes above and beyond, they educate you along the process so that you can now continue to do this. We don't want to stop at one home. You want to, if at all possible, you want to have at least 10 homes by the time you retire. A lot of people, yes, a lot of people, you'll be surprised. The earlier you get into it, the quicker you can retire. Yes. If you do it smart, because not only would you be riding the wave of equity, the increase in property values, thus equity. You will also have residual income, your cash flow, and somebody gets to pay off your houses. Yes. So by the time you are like truly in retirement age, you may have houses that are paid off that you can now hand off to your next generation.
You see.
Plus that life insurance money.
You see.
Okay.
You see. And that's I was about to talk about. You was about to have the question, but now you got me. So, if you have been sleeping under a rock, you have not noticed that I specialize in helping people build retirement. But I have been saying in our community, we talk a lot about being a six-figure business owner. And let me tell you, I'm sorry to break the news. That's not financial freedom. Having a six-figure business is not financial freedom. The true freedom comes from having six-figure streams of retirement income. Then
Mhm.
Then,
Oof.
and only then,
Take it to church, girl. Take it to church. Take it to church.
and only then will you be able to truly be financially free.
Exactly.
And so we are passionate about helping
Mhm.
people build
Mhm.
those six-figure retirement streams. Would you rather have a six-figure business or 6 figures of
Whew.
retirement income streams?
Girl, because I like to sleep.
Yeah, she does. Y'all, I use the car. And she was like, I'm sorry, I was asleep.
I don't mess with my beauty rest.
Okay, I guess. You can't go anywhere. The
No,
clicker
I-
is shut
no, I-
down,
I-
I guess. But
I
yeah,
work
she's-
hard. I work hard. All
yeah,
hours.
it's nothing wrong with sleeping though.
No, but I'm letting them know because they don't know me like that. I
Yeah.
don't want them thinking I'm sleeping. I'm,
Oh,
I'm,
no,
make,
no,
I'm making the bag and going to sleep. No.
But hey, if you,
But when I
will say
sleep, I
this.
sleep.
I will say this: as long as you take care of your clients and you take care of your family, it's important for you to get your rest. You can
Yeah.
get as much rest as you want.
Mhm.
But again, as she mentioned, you want to have multiple streams of retirement. And if
Yes.
you're watching this video and you're like, all of this sounds good, but I need to make more money in my business.
Yeah.
You need to be at the luncheon. If you're like, all of this sounds good, but I'm not able to have
Mhm.
conversations like this with people on a regular basis, you need to make
Yeah.
your way to the luncheon. You need to take the drive, take the flight. It's worth the flight. It's worth the drive. It's worth the walk. If you're around the corner from the
Mhm.
wedding venue, you need to be there.
Mhm.
There's another question I want to ask you before I forget.
Mhm.
And the question is about generational wealth building. And
Ooh.
we know that your babies
Yeah.
are the $1 million babies, and your babies are going to be
You letting
able
the
to
secret out, girl.
listen. I'm just happy I was able to be a part of the journey. I'll never forget when I met with you. You were like, how can I, like, if something happens to me, can you make sure my babies are taken care of? I said, yes. If the Lord has me here, I want to make sure that all the babies are taken care of.
Yes,
So in terms of speaking about making sure our babies are taken care of, and I hear people speak about babies and I hear them say the words trust fund babies.
Mhm.
And they don't always say it in a nice way. I want you to share with our audience on today what is the relationship between how we can use a trust and real estate together to make sure that we are strategically building generational wealth for our babies.
Yeah. Okay. I know us growing up in the Black community, we hear trust fund babies like it's something that's far-fetched that we can't do. No, you can set up your babies in trust. You can set up all your assets in trust. In fact, you get a lot of protection that way. And a lot of people hear wills, but wills will send you to probate, and you don't want to deal with probate. That's with the courts, and that takes time. It's not something that's worth it. Set up a trust. When you set up a trust, set up life insurance. When you set up life insurance, you can also set up your assets in such a way that it's very clear and concise how things will be divvied when you are no longer, or when you cannot, represent yourself. So set up your family really well in the beginning, as soon as you can. You don't have to be buku rich. You don't even have to be rich. It's just having that knowledge and going to a lawyer to help you set up that trust. Then you hit up Terry. She'll help you set up the insurance, or it can go either way. It's just a matter of just moving your assets into your trust.
Yes. And ironically, I have been able to partner with a guy that helps people with trust as well. So
That's
if
good.
you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. As I mentioned before, like, this is about collaboration, not
Mhm.
competition.
Exactly.
If I do not offer a service, but it's something that you need, I will refer you to someone that can help you.
Yeah.
So before we go, because we've given so much
We've
for
given
free.
so much.
Y'all
You
gotta
don't know.
luncheon to get the rest of it. Okay. So before we go, tell us, how can we find you? And is there anything that you want us to know before we go?
Okay. Well, you can follow me on Instagram. I go by Amaka the Realtor on Instagram, and on Facebook it is Amaka the Realtor as well, and also my personal page, Amaka Styles. That is my Amaka _Styles. So Amaka is spelled AMAKA _STYLES. Same likewise for the other social media handles. What was the other question you had asked?
Is there anything that we should know before you go? Like, do you have any advice for maybe a new realtor or someone who wants to get into real estate for the first time? What is something that we must know before you go? But don't make it too juicy, because they need to buy a ticket to the luncheon. And the luncheon is going to be October the 28th in Hurst, Texas. Tickets are on sale now. And the luncheon is from 10 to 2. You've never seen a luncheon like this. If you missed out, you're going to be like, dang, I missed out. Okay, anyway, back to you.
Terry, when I tell you I love your energy, I love your energy. She gets me going. But I want everyone to understand, especially those that want to get into real estate or that want to become a realtor, is you have to be in a position where mentally you're ready to embrace challenges. It's not glitz and glam, but anything worth having is worth like going through the fire for it, right? So with real estate, especially right now, the market is a little bit challenging because of the high interest rates. But like I said earlier, if you don't know this now. That interest is tax deductible. Talk to your accountant how that can that can be to your advantage, right? I can't advise on taxes, but I'm just letting you know that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid if you're trying to get into real estate by buying a property. As far as being a realtor, also don't be afraid, because even just that knowledge is invaluable.
Yes. See, the way that you build your net worth is through networking with people like us and the other women that are going to be at the luncheon, and that's why you need to be there. So if you found this video to be inspirational, please put inspirational in the comment section. If you found this video to be educational, put educational in the comment section. If you found this video to be motivational, put motivational in the comment section. And guess what? Don't keep us a secret. Don't keep us a secret, because people need to know about this information. Even if they can't come to the luncheon, they need to know about this information. And there may be someone who's looking for a realtor that they can trust, who's looking for someone who can give them advice, because their loan officer may have disappeared, or their debt to income ratio is not ideal. Everyone who's in need of assistance with getting a home is not necessarily broke. Maybe their debt to income ratio is just too high, and they started their business using consumer credit instead of business credit. And see that, let me be quiet.
It's not how you start, it's actually how you finish. And how you finish, you want to be able to be retired. You don't want to be working harder than you need to. Work smarter.
Yeah, see, I was about to give y'all some more gems, but that's why y'all got to be at the Business Women Building Wealth Luncheon on October the 28th. You can go to jointerry.com/luncheon. Terry is spelled with an I. Also, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., I go live in my free group, Business Women Building Wealth, and we're speaking about ways to elevate your mindset, your money, and your movement on this wealth building journey as a businesswoman. Thank you so much for watching this live. Thank you for being here. You gave us your social media handles.
Yes, I did.
Is there anything else you want us to know about? Anything you have going on for the rest of the year? Any other places we can find you? Any other ways we can support you in your business?
Just word of mouth, just share the information that I post there, right? Just engage in anything. If there's be willing to have a discussion, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? And I don't know what you don't know. And just being open with what you need or what you want to learn, that helps me to give you pointers and nuggets that can help you get to achieve your goals. So
yes. So in other words, follow her and hit her up in the DMs and ask your questions and get to the luncheon.
Yes.
I thank you all again for watching. I see on Facebook we have some comments.
Oh, wow. Yes.
See, we couldn't see the comments a few moments ago.
Yes, reverse engineering. That's a nice term. I like that.
Yes, Sherry's brilliant. She actually has a background in real estate investing too.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your support too, especially over the last year, Sherry. Let's see. Dolores Huntington. Inspirational. I see someone else that inspirational, educational, and motivational. This is what I'm talking about. I can't see all the names, but I do thank you for watching. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comment section and share this video.
Yes, share. Let's make this money. Let's make money.
Let's make this money.
Yes.
Together.
And for our future.
Yes,
for
our
future.
Future. Even if you don't have children.
Yes, for our future.
I don't have children yet, but when I do, I want them to be $1 million babies and trust fund babies too. That's why I work the way that I work. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't, it's okay.
Because you could also be a great auntie.
Thank you.
Because a lot of times people don't realize you can also set up your other family members. I'm helping my family members set up wealth too, because I don't want to be the only person, standing tall. I want others standing tall beside me.
Yeah, that's why you're my friend. That's why. You see how I'm sitting next to her. She's talking from inside and the outside, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're getting loud. This is how we do, right? This is how we do. So we're getting loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up so we can go get something to eat.
Yes.
But again, if you enjoyed this, let us know. Send us a DM if you want to see more lives like this. Make sure that you reach out and don't keep us a secret and don't keep everything a secret. Like, we're blessed to be a blessing to others, and that's not always about giving money. Sometimes it's about giving knowledge. Sometimes it's about giving smile. Sometimes it's about giving people opportunity to share what they do with the people who watch you, because together everybody achieves more. Together, everybody makes money.
Yes. Collaboration over competition.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. We're gonna end on that note. Good night, everybody. See you again. Adios.
Bye. Thank you all. I so appreciate you. Shout out to Lavette. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Lynette. Shout out to Cheesy. Chitty. Oh, I see y'all. East Oakland. Oh my gosh. So many people.